"Jody, please, sit down. I need to tell you something important," Irvin said, taking a deep breath. "I got a call from custody today. My daughter is currently in an orphanage." Jody choked on the drink she was having in surprise and asked, "What daughter? Are you kidding me?" Irvin hung his head. "No, Jody, I'm not kidding. 6 years ago, when we had just met, I was dating Kayla. When things got serious with you, I immediately broke up with her. Kayla found me a year later and said that she had given birth to my daughter, Lisa. I didn't believe her, but I went to see her, and I could tell without any tests that she was my daughter. I don't know what happened to Kayla, but I just got a call asking whether I would take Lisa in or not." Jody's initial reaction was to scream. "No, I don't want someone else's daughter." But her husband's pleading eyes made her say something entirely different. "Okay, let's visit her together first," she cautiously said. The next day, Jody looked at the girl and saw no resemblance to her husband. Lisa, at 5 years old, looked petite and skinny. She held a shabby teddy bear in her hands and asked something. She often buried her face in its fur. To be honest, Jody didn't like her. Although she felt sorry for the girl, maybe if she had been a stranger, Jody's heart would have softened. But her jealousy of another woman had now transferred to the child. It turned out that Lisa was taken away from Kayla because she was leading too disorderly a life and didn't even think about her daughter. Jody saw her husband's determination to bring the girl to them and tried to dissuade him, but Irvin got angry once. "It's simple. If you can't give birth, then sit quietly, and I won't send my own daughter to an orphanage. If you don't like my decision, leave. I can handle it alone," Irvin said to Jody. Although it was painful to hear, Jody knew he was right. He wanted children, and she couldn't have any. In her youth, she had health problems, and doctors had given up hope that she would ever have children. Moreover, she loved Irvin and didn't want to leave him. He worked hard, every penny went to the house, he hardly drank, and many women were trying to catch a man like him. So Jody wasn't sure if she could find anyone better. When Irvin brought his daughter home, he immediately warned his wife to treat her well. Jody reluctantly began to care for the little girl. She took her to the bath, cleaned her up properly, dressed her in a new dress, braided her hair, and felt relieved a little. The girl turned out to be unusually calm. She used to sit in her room and whispered something to her teddy bear. "She's so wild and unsociable," Jody complained to her neighbors. "She won't even acknowledge Irvin as her father. She just says yes or no, and that's it. Sometimes I look at her and think, what if something's wrong with her head? She seems quiet, and then, boom, she causes trouble." The neighbors nodded sympathetically. Irvin also changed. He used to come to Jody with kisses and hugs, but now he goes to his daughter. At first, Lisa resisted, but then she got used to it and started following him around. Jody, of course, was very upset and jealous of her husband's attention to his daughter. Irvin started to grumble too. One day, when the daughter was in the yard, he said, "You treat Lisa like a mannequin, never smile at her, but she needs a loving mother, not a strange woman." Jody was upset and burst out, "Who is she to me? I won't dance in front of her, and I'm heading to my mother's. You two can live here however you like." Jody hoped that Irvin would come after her, begging for her to return, but he didn't. A week passed, then another, and he was still gone. Jody wept, and her mother tried to console her. However, she couldn't allow her daughter's family to fall apart. "I don't understand you, my dear daughter. You're a woman, after all. What is that girl guilty of? So your husband had a child with another woman, so what? You'll raise her, and she'll call you Mum later. It happened, but you have to be wiser. If you love your husband, learn to love his daughter too. Jody went to the yard, where Irvin was fixing something in the garage and Lisa was sitting next to him, happily playing with her teddy bear. Irwin saw Jody and looked at her, frowning. Jody felt nervous and stopped, and Lisa got up, took her father's hand and led him to Jody. "Make up," the girl said, joining their hands. "I'm sorry," Jody cried. Irwin hugged her with one arm and brought Lisa closer with the other. Jody sobbed and hugged the little girl too. They stood there hugging for a long time until Lisa grew bored and said, "We want to eat with my teddy bear." Irwin and Jody looked at each other and they all went to the house. Finally, they became one family.